Hello, this is James from Simulations Unlimited. I want to show you how to do an alternative way to set up approach situations in X-Plane. Let's get this airplane on automatic pilot. Let's set the heading to the runway heading. Going to stabilize there at 2,000 feet. Runway heading, let's see, that should be about 140. We're going to be setting up a situation to land on runway 14 in Sarasota, Florida. So our heading is 140. I'm going to set this up at 2,000 feet. Let it kind of stabilize, and then we'll go into the map to actually set up the situation. I think that this method may be a little bit smoother, a little bit better approach situation setup than some of the defaults, but you can be the judge of that. Now, as soon as this thing gets stabilized, it's going to turn into heading 120. I'm going to cut the throttles back now. I'm going to go auto throttle and set up about 190. Let's slow it down. I'm going to put some spoilers in. Let's go auto throttle. Get the speed down to 190. Alright, we're just getting set up now. Take the spoilers off. All I'm doing now is getting the plane in a nice stable condition. We'll be flying heading 140. Okay, one more spoiler. I'm running about 190 knots. Here's a look at our plane. While we're waiting for it to slow down, we'll take a good look at it. 737-800. Okay, that's our setup. We're now set up and ready to do the next step, which will involve the map. Now we're going to turn on the map. We want the plane on autopilot, so we won't have to worry that something bad will happen while we're at the map. Now, right here is our airport, Sarasota. Let's get in closer. And you can see this approach is runway 14. So what I'm going to do is just click on the airplane. And now you see I'm given aircraft 1 info. I can just move the plane any place that I want to. I'm going to put it right up front on this approach heading. And at that point, I'm going to go and create a file here. Let's call this Sarasota approach. And runway 14. Make sure it says situation here and save it. Now we have created an approach situation, and see it's nicely lined up. Our plane was somewhere else before we did this operation with the map, but now it's nicely lined up with the runway there, Sarasota 14. Okay, let's give our new approach file a try. File, load flight. Let's only look at situations. Alright, here we go. Sarasota approach 14, load flight. Now the situation, it will start it off in pause mode, and you can see it's lined up nicely for the runway here. Here's our runway. Now it will start it off with the autopilot off. Even though we set it up with autopilot on, it's going to start the situation with autopilot off. While it's paused, let's kind of set things up here. I'm going to start it off with flaps. So I'll get that set up once we go. I'll put the lever down. Spoilers should be okay. Let's look at, strobe should be on. That should make a difference, but auto brake, let's set it up as if we were landing. Set the auto brake to maximum. Flight directors, why not? Let's go ahead and turn them both on. Might as well. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. Alright, let's set up and give it a go. Flaps on, and watch the speed. I'll bring the throttles up. I need more speed. Speed 150, a little bit fast. It's now 138. I'd like a little better than that. Gear is down. Green, gear is down.
500. 400. 300. Sync rate. Sync 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, so there's a different way, an alternative way to set up an approach situation and explain. Hope this helps. See you in the next video.